Hello, boys and girls. Today is a review day, so we should set up in our graph paper today's date. What is today's date for you guys? Be the 30th, 29th, 30th. Yeah, 30th. Okay, so April 30th. This is just a Chapter 9 review before your end of chapter quiz tomorrow. That's on page 318. You're going to want to open there because that will also be your homework today. Okay, so I'll do 3 problems from each section, something like that, okay? I'll tell you what we can skip as well. All right, so to start with, the instructions for 1 through 12 say, find the value of n, use the rules for multiplying or dividing by 10, 100, or 1,000. So 1 is n times 6.1 equals 61. For us to get from here to here, you know, the decimal is here in the answer. The decimal moved once to the right, and it got bigger. Okay, if it moved once to the right, n must have 1 0, so n must equal 10. Three is n times 6 and 2, 23 hundredths equals 6,230. So let's look here. The decimal moved from here to here. It moved 1, 2, 3 spots to get there. 1, 2, 3 spots to get there. So n has to have 3 zeros, so that's 1, 2, 3 zeros. N is equal to 1,000. Good. Okay. Just 5 is a nice division one. So it's 2 and 7 tenths divided by n equals 27 thousandths. So the decimal moved from here to here. So just look at, what do you have to do to put it back there? It moved 1, 2 times. So that means this must have 2 zeros. So n is equal to 2 zeros, 100. So just look at how many times that decimal moves to get to the other spot it was in before, and that'll tell you how many zeros to put in your answer. All right, let's look at number 13. Estimate each product using rounding. Tell whether the actual product is greater than, less than, greater than or less than the estimated product. So that's 13. Do 13 with me. 3 and 396 thousandths times 7.4. Please remember, when multiplying fractions, you ignore the decimal, you line them up by digits. So you round, okay? This, you round them each to the greatest place. That's the greatest place. That's what you're gonna look at to tell if you round up or down. 3.3 will round down to 3. 7.4 will round down to 7. 3 times 7 was 21. You rounded both of them down, which means these are smaller than these. So your actual answer would be greater than your estimated answer. So you should write greater. This is a greater than symbol. This would be greater than this because these numbers are bigger than these. $15. 8 and 147 thousandths times 6.3, 6 and 3 tenths. You can underline the greatest places, you can circle their neighbors. This rounds down to 8. This rounds down to 6. 8 times 6 is then 42. Excuse me, 49, 48. I'll get there. Be patient. Both of these rounded down, so these numbers are smaller than these numbers, so the actual answer would be greater than the estimate. That's how you solve those. If you would have rounded up, these would have been bigger than these, so the actual answer would have been less than. Alrighty. Skip 17 through 20. 21 through 26 are just some good old multiplication problems. So 21 is 43 times 6. Remember, ignore where the decimals are at. You multiply normally, so 6 times 3 is 18, and then 6 times 4 was 20. 4 plus 1 is 25. Carry the 2, and then 6 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. Count the places to the right of the decimal, count the places to the right of the decimal, put it there. $23. 64 hundredths times 4 tenths. So 4 times 4 was 16, carry the 1. 4 times 6 was 24, plus 1 was 25, carry the 2. And 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. Okay, count 1, 2, 3 places to the right of the decimal, so we need 1, 2, 3 places. Put the decimal there. There's your answer. And that would be 23. Okay. Well, none of those really excited me very much. I was hoping you get a double digit by double digit, but that's all you got to do there. Just look at 27 now. 27 is 546 thousandths divided by 2. So bring that decimal straight up and begin. So 2 fits into 0 0 times. 2 fits into 5 twice. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 was 1. Bring down the 4. 2 fits into 14 7 times. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 minus 14 is 0. Bring down the 6. 2 fits into 6 3 times. 2 times 3 is 6. No remainder. 273 thousandths is your answer. 29 is 6 and 4 tenths divided by 4. So bring the decimal straight up, and 6 fits into 4 once. 4 times 1 is 4. Bring down the 4. I'm sorry, 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down the 4. And then 4 fits into 24 6 times. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 minus 24 is 0. So your answer is just 1 6/10. Just remember, if you do get a remainder, you have to add a 0 and then bring it down as you do your homework review today. 33 asks you to estimate the quotient. I'm sorry, 27 through 32 ask you to check your answer. So checking your answer, it would be 273 times 2. You should get your dividend as your answer. So 2 times 3 was 6. 2 times 7 was 14. 2 times 2 plus 1 is 5. So you count then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Decimal goes there, and that was your dividend. So that's good. Here it should be 1.6 times 4. So 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 plus 2 is 6. 64. 1 place, decimal there. That is your dividend. So just make sure you do that to make sure you get them right. 33. Estimate the quotient. You can use either method to oh no, you have to use compatible numbers. So 1 and 754 thousandths divided by 8. 8 can stay 8. Bring the decimal straight up. What should you change 17 to? How about 16? 8 fits into 1 0 times. 8 fits into 16 2 times. That's a good answer. 35. Actually, let's do 36. 36 is 43 and 359 thousandths divided by 21. Bring that decimal straight up. Change 21 to 20. What should you change here? You could change 43 to 40. And then 21 fits into, 20 fits into 4. 0 times 20 fits into 42 times. And that's a good answer because that's good. 20 times 2 is exactly 40. That's your answer. That would just be 2, of course, not 2 decimal. Okay, that's all I have for you. Your homework assignment, as you'll see, is going to be 1. I'll set it up with you. Homework would be just make sure you write your name, date, subject, and then write textbook, page 318, and it's going to be 1 through 16 evens. And then it will be, you're going to skip 17 through 20. You're going to do 22 through 40 evens. 1 through 16 evens, 22 through 40 evens. Okay, make sure you check your answers before you turn it in. God bless you. Bye.